The condo numbers are really what got my attention this month because everyone's been seeing the doom and the gloom of the condo market. So to see some light was intriguing.
Median sale price February this year is $335,000. Last year, $290,000. That's a good beat. That's a good number. That's up 15.5%. And that's really a turnaround from where we were at this time last year in February for condos.
That's the story right there. Mic drop. We'll go. I'm done.
She's out, huh? Welcome back for this month's February market update for lakefront homes and condos. And this month I brought in the lovely, talented, beautiful, my wife, Annie Faulstich with Lake Expo Real Estate.
Hello, everyone. We've got some really exciting February numbers this month. So I thought, sure, I'll jump in because this month is extremely exciting. So glad to be here.
Long-time listener, first-time co-hoster, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, how has the market been for you this past month, Annie?
It's actually been a really good winter altogether. I mean, January and February have been extremely busy, so it's really comforting to see. But the February home sales, it's the numbers that you share with me when we're not in front of the camera. Mm-hmm. Thankfully for you all viewers, we don't share this video at home on the couch in our sweatpants. This is where we're usually sharing these numbers, and it was the February sales numbers that jumped out immediately. I mean, obviously we're always trending, ahead, so you're seeing the fruit of the last, 2 months, but February's numbers are pretty good.
In arrears, as they would say in real estate.
Yes, in arrears. Thank you.
Just like your taxes. My experience this past month, I felt like we have been busy like it's been April, and that has been even starting at the tail end of January. And I called this out at the end part of last year. Our back half of 2025 was very different from the first half of 2025. I had a feeling this momentum was going to continue with interest rates coming down. Now they're below 6% on average nationwide. So things are looking up for real estate nationwide, not only here at Lake of the Ozarks. So one of the big things that jumped out, you mentioned lakefront homes. 36 sales this February versus 21 last February, 71% increase. And while you may say, it's only 15 more lake homes, but for February, that's a really big telltale of the season that's coming upon us. Those were some of the numbers that really started us out strong.
That's not a typical February sales jump. And like you said, we're not just on the phone having conversations with people, which is usually what happens January and February. We're having phone conversations, but we're having a lot of phone conversations, and we're physically out with buyers and sellers.
With buyers and doing a lot of property prep right now too.
Yeah.
A lot of property prep for things going to be coming to the market. Here's what else is impressive. Our median sale price held steady at $589,950, basically flat with last year. So we're seeing a lot more activity without a crazy price fluctuation.
Well, I mean, that sounds like healthy market behavior.
Yep. If interest rates continue to come down and we see the activity we are, that median sale price number is really going to be bumping up. That number bumps up as we get into spring and some of the higher price properties come on the market as well.
So median sale price stayed flat, but what about inventory?
Inventory, we've got 265 homes on the market right now, and months of supply is at 5.6 months. It's still a balanced market, slightly favoring sellers, but we'll start to see inventory build throughout the coming season. Right now, one of the most interesting stats that I pull is number of homes per price bracket. So the 300 to 499, 33 homes, up 6 from January. The 500,000 to 750,000, 59 homes, up 2 from last January. 750 to a million, 46 homes, up just 4. Here's what blows me away time after time. $1 million to $2 million homes jumped up 57 homes on the market from last year.
Wow.
$1 million or $2 million just won't get what it used to, will it? I mean, those houses used to be what was, a $500,000 to a $750,000 house, and now they're bumped up to that $1 million to $2 million price bracket.
So it looks like luxury sellers are positioning themselves for spring.
They're ready for spring. They're seeing the signs coming and want to get on the market soon. And that's something that I've been telling our people, that I said, hey, maybe we wait until after St. Patrick's Day, beginning of April, see what the market's doing before we're coming on. Conversation's been a little bit different this year. I said, buyers are out. They're ready to buy. Let's go ahead and give them the opportunity to buy your property, and let's get on the market a little bit sooner than usual.
Yeah.
Over $5 million homes, 9, up just 1 from last month. If you've got a question on $5 million homes, feel free to give me a shout. If you want a pretty face, feel free to give Annie a shout. Here's the big picture. We've got 265 homes available now versus 477 back in February 19. That's 44% less inventory than pre-COVID.
Okay, wait. So 44% less inventory now than a normal market?
Yeah, it's hard to imagine with the numbers that we've been posting up, beating some of those sale transaction numbers with less inventory. And that's what bumps up that median sale price.
Yeah, which is interesting because we hear a lot of people say, that the market's crashed and all sorts of crazy things, but
Yeah, one of my favorite sayings.
or they were still waiting for the bottom to fall out.
Words talk, but numbers scream. And what we're seeing is that we've had 44% less inventory back from the normal time, yet we sold 36 homes in this February versus 31 in February of 2019. So 44% less inventory, but 16% more sales than pre-COVID February. It tells you how tight the market really is.
Well, that's not a COVID bubble then. That's a fundamental demand with limited supply.
Days on market at 65 days, even going back to pre-COVID, the lowest number in 2018, June of 2018 and July of 2019 was right up next to 100 days on market.
Yeah.
So for year to date, right now in 2026, to be at 65 days and having the sales that we have, people want to be at the lake. That is a tried and true statement. People want to be at the lake. List to sale ratios at 95%. Sellers are getting solid value, but they are negotiating. We're not seeing 100% list to sale ratio, 101%.
Yeah.
Those days are gone. So sellers, be prepared. There's going to be some negotiations happening. When we take a property to market, we do a few more things than a normal brokerage would do to help tighten that gap up. Then there's lakefront condos.
Yeah. So the condo numbers are really what got my attention this month because everyone's been seeing the doom and the gloom of the condo market. So to see some light was intriguing.
Always is on condos. Last year, it was headwinds all but about 2 months out of the year. And condos were just not selling, staying on the market. We saw median sale prices coming down. Median sale price February this year is $335,000. Last year, $290,000. That's a good beat. That's a good number. That's up 15.5%. And that's really a turnaround from where we were at this time last year in February for condos.
That's the story right there. Mic drop. We'll go. I'm done.
She's out, huh?
That's not just 1 month, but year to date median is up 10%. So we're not talking about just now, the winter season and the sales. It's year to date median was up 10%. Sales on condos up 21%. That's real momentum.
Now we do have 380 condos on the market. That's up 70 from January.
But, so what we see, the market's absorbing them. So again, when you showed me, thankfully, all your numbers, when we compared to pre-COVID, February 2019 had 338 condos available. So now we're only 12% higher, again, than normal times.
In sales, 29 this February versus 31 in February of 2019. We're essentially matching pre-COVID absorption with slightly more inventory.
So it's good. So the condo market's not oversupplied. It's actually just at a healthy equilibrium.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what does the months of inventory have to say about that?
Okay, all right.
So that's where the rubber meets the road.
All right, well then let's talk about bedroom breakdown for condos.
Okay, 2-bedroom units, 101 condos, up 10 from last month.
Okay.
3-bedroom condos, 222 3-bedroom condos, up 51 from last month.
Okay.
You've got some 3-bedroom condo owners out there that are ready to sell. 4-bedroom condos, 23. That blows me away. Just 23 of them out there, up 7 from last month.
We do have really 2 very nice 4-bedroom condos that hit the market this week. So if you're looking for one,
Yeah, we have a
some
great
nice
one over
ones,
at
but,
Cedar Heights. And where's yours at?
Palisades. Yeah.
2 different ends of the lake.
Yeah. But okay, so let's jump back there. That's a significant jump in the 3-bedroom units, up 51. That's where most of the new inventory obviously is landing.
Which makes sense. Those are the most popular condos that we have here at the lake. 9.6 months of inventory for condos right now. So where's the neutral market, Annie?
So as a whole, or
As
is
a
that
whole
just the
for-
3-bedroom?
As a whole for lakefront condos, there's 9.6 months of supply out there right now. So I always teach my people, and you already know this, what's a neutral market?
I don't know what you're going to say right now.
Neutral market
Is
is
it
6 months of
6
inventory.
months, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So months of supply for condos. Where would you think that's at? Seeing that inventory, we had 5.6 months for lakefront homes. Where do you think we're at for lakefront condos?
Well, thankfully in your number running, you told me, I'm not the one to calculate all the numbers out. That's why I have you.
We're at 9.6 months of inventory. So explain months of inventory for the people out there.
So months of inventory, if we do not add any other listings, coming down the pipeline, right now it's going to take us almost 10 months to get through the
So
inventory that we
what's
have
up?
on the market today.
So a neutral market is at 6 months. If you have less than 6 months, then the leverage is in the seller's hands. If you have more than 6 months, then the leverage is in the buyer's hands because they have many more decisions. They have many more options out there they can decide to buy from.
Yeah, so it's still in the buyer's market and the condo market, but it's in a much better position than we were last year at this time.
Yes. For homes, that 71% sales surge tells you competition is here, even in winter. And remember, we've got 44% less inventory than pre-COVID during the normal times. You've got selection now, but spring is going to bring in some buyers. So buyers, there's going to be a lot more competition coming in the market soon.
It's exciting. So for condos then, yes, we've got good selection. I mean, 380 units available. You've got a few condos to choose from. But that 15% price increase year over year, that's telling us that the bottom was last year. So if you wait for spring or summer, or as most people, for the bottom to drop out even further, I mean, you're going to be competing with more buyers and potentially higher prices.
I had seen it at the end part of last year, and I was hoping because we were seeing days on market go up, but we were also seeing your median sale price keep coming down.
Yeah.
In the last part, it started flattening out. So I was hoping that was the bottom of the market for condos for the near future. The pre-COVID comparison shows we're at healthy inventory levels, not oversupplied on lakefront homes. Condos a little bit high. We'll see some of that getting sucked out of the market. Last year, we topped out at 12 months of supplies on condos. We'll see how we do this year for that. But condos still are the best, cheapest way to get a boat slip on Lake of the Ozarks. And there will always be an appetite out there for that.
And it does feel like in the environment, as we sell so many different condo complexes and work with different buyers, that the assessments and a lot of that has gotten worked out and leveled out. Now everybody can feel what that is going to look like and not be so scared of the
There's
unknown.
that dramatic shift from
Yeah.
when insurance hit, maintenance costs, HOAs shot up through the roof. You had a shock factor.
Yeah.
Now people have, when they're coming into the market, they're seeing that kind of stabilize out and getting a little less fearful for where's the top of this thing going to be.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about selling,
Let's talk about sellers.
it's a good time to be talking to us right now. Even if you think maybe we'll be selling in the later part of the year, we do a lot of the prep work up front so that when we do go to market, we'll do another reevaluation of where the market's at, where your home fits in it. We'll do a lot of discovery on your house, what your house is, what needs to be fixed up in the house so we can bring it to its best light.
Yeah.
Our stager, our photographer, all those people are starting to get booked out right now.
Yeah, we are. So it's exciting. But I mean, so that with 44, we said 44% inventory below where we were pre-COVID. I mean, it proves that buyers are out right now. So it's a seller's market if you're priced right.
Buyers are out there. Interest rates are coming down. I think prices are going to steadily increase throughout the year. So the smart buyers are out there trying to buy stuff up now.
Yeah, before they get into competition.
Big buyer competition,
Yeah.
which is what I've always told my buyers. Q4, Q1, best time to buy a property.
Yeah, but it's happening. It's happening now. We just were walking in here and I saw, shoot, I mean, we're in competition. I was just in competition this morning with a buyer on a property. So
Yeah, what price point was that property at?
that was lake off water, actually, lake access with a view at 550, multiple offers.
Something special, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit rare
Yeah,
to find.
just show if you have a unique property that's fixed up, ready to move in. That's what people are looking
Yeah.
for. Looking ahead to spring,
Yeah, it's here. I mean, well, this week, it seems like it's here.
it's here.
We're going to head out for a minute, but
Yep.
it's warm.
The pre-COVID comparison is key. We're not in a bubble. 44% less home inventory than 2019, matching condo inventory in 2019, and equal or better sales than normal times. So we're not in bubble territory. We're coming down off bubble territory into a normalized market.
Well, that's so February's performance, 71% more home sales, 15% condo price appreciation. I mean, that's setting us up for a strong spring market. The adjustment from 2025 is over. So we're in a fundamentally strong market right now, I would say. Always the optimist,
Always the optimist.
Always the optimist.
Yep, for sure. Yep. So buyers out there, if you want to deep dive into the numbers, maybe you're not ready to have a conversation yet. If you were to send us, you could shoot me a text, 573-260-0868 with your email address, or you can email me, Jesse, Jesse, at Lake Expo Real Estate. I will break all these down in helps with our wonderful admin Kyle, who puts together a nice newsletter with the graphs and everything, and those can get emailed out to you monthly. If you are ready to talk and have a conversation, let's set something up, get on a call, let me discover what it is that you're really looking for and how I can match that up with what our market has to provide. And Annie, sellers, what should they be doing right now?
Sellers need to pick up the phone and have a conversation. We need to be sitting down together to make a plan of action. Every property is different. Every property has a different scope of work that needs to be done and a timeline that needs to happen to put your best foot forward in the market. As you know, and many others may know, I mean, we won't take something to market until it is ready to go. We won't do it. We're in the job to net our sellers the most amount of money. So preparation goes into every single property. So you need to be having the conversations.
Yeah.
So call us so we can sit down, look at your property, your financial goals, your timeline, because it's different for everybody, and that's how we adjust it.
A little bit upfront work goes a long ways on the back end and makes it so much less dramatic throughout the negotiations.
Yep.
So if anybody wants to work with Annie, your contact info?
573-375-4515 or Annie at lakeexporealestate.com.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you again for the March update.